Alright, let's talk about a stare that's both sweet and sometimes a little bit funny. The I'm your bodyguard stare. This is when your dog takes on the solemn duty of chief of security for the household, and you are their primary asset to protect. You'll see this when there's a strange noise outside, or when a new person comes to the door. They might stand a little taller, puff out their chest, even if they're a tiny chihuahua, it's adorable, and fix their gaze on any potential threat. Or they'll stare intently out the window, scanning the perimeter like a seasoned Secret Service agent. It's their way of saying, "Don't worry, human, I got this. Nothing gets past me." It's a very primal instinct, this protective stare. Many dog breeds were originally developed for guarding or herding, so that instinct to protect their pack, which includes you, runs deep. Think of German Shepherds or Rottweilers. They're famous for their protective nature. But honestly, any dog, no matter the size, can have a strong protective streak. My friend has a little Yorkie, right? Weighs maybe 5 pounds soaking wet. But if the mailman even about approaching the porch too quickly, that little dog turns into a furry alarm system, staring him down with the ferocity of a tiny lion. It's hilarious and heartwarming all at once. This stare is often accompanied by alert body language, ears pricked up, body a bit stiff, maybe a low growl rumbling in their chest. They're on high alert, ready to spring into action if needed. They're looking out for you, making sure you're safe. It's a real testament to their loyalty and their place in the family. They see you as part of their pack, and it's their job to keep the pack safe. Even if the perceived threat is just a squirrel taunting them from a tree, in their mind, they are defending the homestead. It's serious business for them. Sometimes this stare is directed at in a protective way. If they think you're scared or uncomfortable, they might position themselves between you and whatever they perceive as the cause, staring it down. Or they might just keep a very close, watchful eye on you, making sure you're okay. It's their way of offering comfort and security. I'm here. I'll keep you safe. It's incredibly sweet when you think about it. This little creature, who depends on you for so much, is also ready to defend you with everything they've got. That's some serious dedication right there. So, the I'm your bodyguard stare is a sign of their deep loyalty and protective instincts. While it can be a bit much if they're barking at every falling leaf, it comes from a place of love and duty. They're your personal furry security detail, always on watch. It's a reminder that even the smallest dog can have the heart of a warrior when it comes to their loved ones. So next time your dog is intensely staring down a suspicious-looking plastic bag blowing down the street, give them a pat and thank them for their service. They're just doing their job, keeping you safe from the perils of wind-blown litter. Brave little souls. Okay, this next one always makes me laugh. The "you're being weird" stare. Let's face it, we humans do some strange things. We dance around in our underwear, we talk to ourselves, we make weird faces in the mirror, we try to get our dogs to wear tiny hats for Instagram photos. And through it all, our dogs are there, watching us, often with this look of utter bewilderment. It's a stare that's a perfect cocktail of confusion, curiosity, and a dash of "what on earth is my human doing?" It's usually accompanied by the classic head tilt, which just amplifies the cuteness and the confusion. Imagine you're trying out a new workout routine you saw online, and you're grunting and flailing, and your dog is just sitting there, head tilted to a full 90 degrees, staring. They're not scared, they're not aggressive, they're just perplexed. It's like they're trying to process this bizarre human ritual. Is this a mating dance? A cry for help? Did they see a bug I missed? Their internal monologue must be hilarious. They're probably thinking, "My human is a certified weirdo, but hey, they give good belly rubs, so I'll stick around." It's that unconditional acceptance that's so great. This stare is a testament to their patience and their attempt to understand our often inexplicable antics. They don't judge, well, maybe a little, but mostly they just observe, trying to make sense of our world. When you're suddenly laughing hysterically at something on your phone, they'll stare, trying to figure out what's so funny. When you're crying at a sad movie, they'll stare, probably wondering why the noisy box is making you leak water from your eyes. They're constantly trying to tune into our emotional frequency, even if the signals we're sending are, frankly, bizarre. It's that head tilt, isn't it? That's the signature move of the "you're being weird" stare. Scientists think dogs tilt their heads to hear better, or to see our faces more clearly around their snouts, but I'm convinced it's also their way of physically expressing a question mark. Like, what was that? Could you repeat the weird thing you just did, but maybe make it make sense this time? It's so endearing. And even when they're clearly baffled by our behavior, there's still that undercurrent of affection in their gaze. They might not get us, but they love us. So, the next time you're caught doing something utterly ridiculous and your dog hits you with that confused, head-tilting stare, just embrace it. Give them a smile, maybe a little scratch behind the ears. They're just trying to keep up with their wonderfully weird human. It's a reminder that our dogs love us, quirks and all. They're our non-judgmental, mostly buddies, who are just along for the ride, no matter how strange the ride gets, and honestly, their silent, bewildered company often makes our weird moments even funnier. They're the best audience for our solo dance parties. Now, this last one is really important, guys. Sometimes a stare from your dog isn't about love or food or you being a weirdo. Sometimes an intense or unusual stare can be their way of telling you that something's up, and they might not be feeling too good. This is the stare that requires us to put on our own detective hats and pay very close attention. If your dog is staring at you more intently than usual, or seems listless while staring, or is staring at a particular part of their body, it could be a sign that they're in pain, uncomfortable, or feeling unwell. It's a crucial nonverbal cue. Dogs are stoic creatures, you know? They often try to hide their pain or discomfort. It's an old survival instinct. So, subtle changes in behavior, like a new or persistent staring habit, can be one of the first indicators that something is amiss. Maybe they're staring at their food bowl but not eating, or staring at the door but not wanting to go out, or perhaps they're just staring blankly into space, which is out of character for them. These aren't stares to ignore or laugh off. These are potential signals that they need our help, our advocacy. If you notice this kind of stare, especially if it's combined with other symptoms like lethargy, loss of appetite, whining, restlessness, or sensitivity to touch, it's definitely time to investigate further. Check them over gently for any signs of injury or soreness. Think about any recent changes in their routine or diet. Sometimes they might stare at a specific spot on their body if that area is bothering them, like a sore paw or an upset tummy. It's their way of trying to communicate their distress when they don't have words. We have to be their interpreters. This "something's up" stare isn't meant to scare you, but it is a call to be observant and responsible pet owners. Our dogs rely on us completely for their well-being. Learning to read their subtle cues, including their stares, is a huge part of that responsibility. It's about knowing your dog's baseline behavior, their normal stare patterns, so you can recognize when something is off. If you have any doubt, any gut feeling that something isn't right with your furry friend, it's always best to consult with your veterinarian. They can help you figure out what's going on and ensure your pup gets the care they need. So while most dog stares are adorable, funny, or heartwarming, let's always keep an eye out for the stare that might be a cry for help. Being attuned to these subtle signals can make a huge difference in your dog's health and happiness. It's part of that incredible bond we share, being able to understand each other, even without words. Paying attention to their stares, in all their forms, just deepens that connection and ensures we're giving them the best possible care. They do so much for us. It's the least we can do for them. So there you have it, folks. The secret world behind those puppy dog eyes. It turns out your dog's stare is like a super expressive emoji, a love note, a dinner request, or even a detective's report all rolled into one intense gaze. From the "I love you more than bacon" stare to the "Are you seriously going to eat that entire bag of chips without sharing?" glare, their eyes tell a whole story. It's pretty amazing how much they can say without uttering a single word, right? It's a whole language, and we're lucky enough to be learning it. This incredible ability to communicate through gazes just shows how deep that bond between humans and dogs really is. It's special, it's unique, and it's something to truly cherish. Those moments when your dog locks eyes with you, those are little golden nuggets of connection. So, next time your pup locks onto you with one of their signature stares, give them a grin, maybe a treat. If it's kind of stare, you know the one. And remember, you're their world. You're the most interesting, most loved, and sometimes the weirdest person they know. And hey, keep observing, keep learning, and keep decoding those amazing stares. The more you pay attention, the more you'll understand your furry best friend, and the stronger your bond will become. Enjoy the journey to becoming completely fluent in dog. Thanks so much for watching, everybody. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share your own dog's funniest or most heartfelt stares in the comments below. We'll see you next time. Bye.